Hey, it's Barry and Gloria once again with the new Discover Pattaya magazine, and we're going to have a little chat about it. Where are we?
Okay, we are in the very glamorous Plantation Estates.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Isn't it fabulous? Yeah, and it's a lovely part of the world.
It's almost palatial.
Yes. Very, very nice here, and it's by Lake Maprichan. It's from a very well-known builder who was also responsible for the vineyard that a lot of people know, and Plantation Estates villas are gorgeous.
Yeah, very good. So how is this relate to the young lady who's on the cover?
Beautiful young lady, a photograph as favoured by our customer,
right.
And why not? She looks great, just to show...
Just to give the image.
The image,
that's
really,
right, yeah.
And the style of the place, because it's very stylish here.
And then there's some information inside. Tell us what we've got. What's happening this month?
What's happening this
month? It's like September/October.
And then the feature that we have every month, the small screen and the big screen.
Yeah.
Rick Click.
I notice he's doing this again.
He's there. Small screen, as you know, I'm a big fan of Netflix, so I would do a personal recommendation to Clickbait. If you haven't seen that, it's a goodie. That's yeah.
Who's in that?
It's the guy who was in Entourage.
Okay.
Very handsome young man who was also in Devil Wears Prada, but that's not the reason I'm watching it by any chance. Of course not. Yeah. And then big
When's
screen.
the James Bond film coming?
Big screen.
The James Bond.
About to hit. We just need to keep check because it is one of our featured big screen. Yes.
Okay.
World release. So. And June. Do you fancy June? I really fancy June.
There wasn't a film called June many years ago.
Many years. It's a remake.
If I remember right, Sting was in it.
He was. And now Timothée Chalamet. It looks great. And I think if we can, I'm really confused about cinema times. I keep my eye because there do seem to be some films showing, but maybe only one a day. So I'd keep checks on that and see how things are opening up as and when.
Yeah.
So yes, so as we wait for everything to open back up again, for those of you who are cooking at home, Tom has been in his cookery corner.
Yes, and what is it? What's his dish this month?
His dish this month is beef goulash.
Ooh.
Beef goulash with dumplings. And there's a separate bit to show you how to make the dumplings and how to make the beef goulash. So.
Very good.
And then our coffee detective has been out and about.
Yes, he's always out and about with the coffee, isn't he? You know, his life begins every day with a coffee.
Every day in a new location.
Yeah.
And he's never sport for choice because there are so many places opening up.
Which is wonderful.
It's great. It's
some interesting ones.
Really interesting ones. And one that was very popular and we featured a little while ago was the King of Coffee in Jomtien Beach.
Which I go to very often.
Yeah, it's really popular and it's nice now that people can actually sit
Lovely
there.
girls running it.
Yeah,
nice.
I think that's kind of a big pull there myself. And also the fact that people can sit at tables now and enjoy the fresh air, you're by the sea. Lovely.
That's the great part, is the sea air. That's what I love.
Exactly.
Coffee,
ozone.
Sea air, good combination.
Yes. And breathing in that ozone, very good for you, keeping the viruses at bay, as we know. And there's a new one on Pattaya Beach Road.
Ah, right. They've expanded.
Yes, they have. So, so there are two to choose from. So that's rather charming. So get out there and drink your coffee. Racing review, unfortunately not in Asia, but to show that it's happening in other parts of the world. The yachting 68th Rolex is one of the most important annual sailing events of the year.
Beautiful picture.
Yeah, lovely, eh? Just give us that lovely shot of people sailing around the Mediterranean. How charming.
And your special sporting legend is?
Well, it's a moment really, because we've gone from people to times in history, and it's Sir Matt Busby winning for Man U the European Cup in 1968. And the reason this was so special apparently is because it followed on from the disaster at Munich. He galvanised the team 10 years on from that disaster.
I actually can remember that European Cup win. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and George Best was playing. George Best, Bobby Charlton,
See, stars,
I can even name the team.
legends.
Pat Crering.
So that was a real moment, and we've got a lot of Man U supporters here in Pattaya, so come on, that's got to be a good feature. Red shirts there.
Come on,
so,
you
yeah.
Saints. Yeah, all right.
So we'll find a
Let's not get into that.
Let's not go there.
She doesn't like football.
Not a fan. Talk to me more about tennis, but there you go.
She said, what was it you said earlier about
playing the UK
about in the European Cup when Denmark played the UK.
Okay, yeah. That's a bit of a sports faux pas there. So luckily I don't write that one, okay. But 5 tips for travelling. Now this is as a few people are actually starting to be able to get on planes and go out. These are some interesting tips to really make the whole journey a little bit less fraught. So the most important thing is to find out what the restrictions are to the destination you're going to. Make sure you get all your tests lined up. I mean, it's kind of tight because you need the 72-hour test before you fly. Just get all those things in place and know exactly what's involved, because otherwise
do
it's
your
gonna be a
research.
nightmare. You've got to do your research. And then things that like wearing the mask on the entire flight, unfortunately, because social distancing isn't going to be too popular.
Your in-flight meal?
Well, the in-flight meal might be the one time.
Bloody
a little
Mary.
hole through the straw through the mask. No, seriously, you've got to like be aware and still keep washing hands, sterilising, all that kind of gubbins. Yeah.
Be aware of your fellow passengers.
Be aware of your fellow passengers, and then
It's a funny echo in this place. Oh, it's okay.
It's okay?
It's just you.
It's me. I thought you meant the building. Oh dear. A sad loss of Charlie Watts.
Do you know what? I think the other way round. He's had a great life, right?
Yeah.
And what's been great about it is that all of these clips of Charlie Watts have been coming up on YouTube and different places on Facebook and whatever, and it's been great to watch them.
Yeah.
And what a great guy he was.
And everybody has had nothing but good words to say about
That's
him. All fellow musicians.
So for me, it was actually quite joyous, and
Yeah.
it's been a good end to his life, without a doubt.
No, good point, really. So we've written positive. Keep positive, Laura, keep positive. Okay. And on that note, we've got a lovely double-page spread written by Kim and photographs by Rodney for Pattaya charities.
And they've been giving out masks, is that right?
The Rotary Club have been giving out masks, and really there's been a lot of things about food donations, of which there are many, as I mentioned earlier, but don't forget the Pattaya charities. These people do it day in, day out, COVID or not COVID, and they all need help.
Absolutely.
So this is a list of some of the best ones around Pattaya, so please keep them in mind, people, because they do fabulous work. You know, they go out.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
Right, what's next?
Okay.
Pattaya People page. Here we go.
Yeah, I love the jukebox.
The jukebox. Well, the thing is, for me, the radio is a bit like a jukebox. And it's got all your favourite songs on it. Well, I hope they're the favourite songs. If they're not, let me know. But for me, it is. It's like an in-car jukebox.
Yeah.
And because I've got a jukebox at home, and I love that. I love my jukebox. It's an old 60s thing, you know. So I thought I'd combine the two.
Yeah, lovely. And also the TV as well, of which you will see us right now, but also, you know, some interesting things to listen and learn.
Yeah.
Why, how to do the traditional things.
Travel
in
logs
Thailand.
around Thailand and learning customs, Thai customs, Thai words, you know, useful Thai words. It's all entertainment, but in an educational way.
Heard it here first. COVID kilos are 10 hacks. This might be a bit of a personal mission. Only I'm allowed to say that. But for those of us...
Do you know what I love about this?
What?
You've got to blame it on something, don't you? So let's blame it on COVID, right? I've got to put on weight. COVID
kilos. I love it. I mean, it is a case in point.
The fact that I haven't been going out and walking and doing any exercise, which I could have done.
Yes.
You know?
Well, that is one of the
I've lost weight.
Is to stay active. Yeah, that is definitely something we have to all do. Then some kind of slightly more curious ones. I mean, there are things that you would expect to see, like keep hydrated. We've all got our water here.
Yes, that's very important all the time.
Very important for everything we come to do.
In a tropical country,
I'm afraid
keep
so.
hydrated.
But there's some little hacks here which I think are quite useful. For example, if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, and if you have a habit of having dessert,
yes,
what you should do is after your main meal, brush your teeth.
Oh, well, that goes without saying, doesn't it?
And then instead of having dessert.
Oh, I see.
So you have your entree.
Right.
And just as you're thinking, oh, I could have like something sweet, usually it's a nostalgia memory to, like, because if you were given pudding at home.
Hydrating,
you're just like hydrating. Yes, you're given pudding by your mum or at home. It might be something that you've got a reflex action to want something sweet. Change it up by putting a bit of mint in there to change the taste within your mouth. No dessert.
What a great idea!
See, so it's not.
She's got all these hacks, you know.
Got these hacks, and one other one I must say is a good one. Don't watch TV, or play it on your phone, or go on your iPad, or do it while you're eating, because.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, it is, but you know, a lot of people from the American thing have TV dinners, you know, stuff on laps and things like that. The problem is that psychologically you are not aware of eating the food because you're distracted. So it may be that you don't feel as full as you should.
I'm stunned. I'm really stunned. This is big information.
Really important stuff here.
So are you going to take on board this information?
All of it. Just watch this space. Watch this face. Shrinking in. So I'm going to take
I still
this
love my cheesy nachos when I'm watching a film.
Yeah, I think little snacks, but don't have your main meal. I think
no, not main meal.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
Excellent.
And games and techie stuff, which I know you love. And the app of the month is a YouTube app that gets rid of all those annoying adverts.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, I want that. So that's a very good app.
Thanks, Rick Click.
Yes. See, so very useful.
So where can we get it?
Okay, well, in view of the fact that malls are now open again, please go to Mike's Mall. And also, I always mention the supermarkets, as you know, but I would say that give Subway a go, because there are 3 Subways. There's one in Tepasit, Big C, Pattaya Klang, and Jomtien that always carry our magazine. Go there, pick one up.
It's a lovely, glossy, wonderful magazine. Look at that lovely girl on the front. It's going to look great on your coffee table.
Yes.
So, well done, Gloria.
Thank you, Barry.
Should we eat?
I think so, yeah.
It's time to eat.
Time to eat.